Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I want to take you behind the veil and into the secret lab where we look at coins for cracking out and crossing over and all that good stuff. And I've got 4 coins. I recently had a dealer in town who had a lot of coins graded by ICG, who we used to joke stood for I can't grade, but that's not actually what it means, folks. Let's not be too mean to our guests. In fact, a lot of these newer ICG holder coins I actually think are graded quite well. But let's take a look at the Standing Liberty Quarter, and you can tell me what you think about it. It is highly lustrous and has very few contact marks. The head is very strong. It's actually been given the full head designation by ICG. And I actually happen to like the gentle tone of the coin. MS64 full head. So these things don't necessarily happen in a vacuum, because if you actually want to make the decision about grading or regrading or crossover or crackout, it really depends upon what you have into the coin. So one of the difficulties with this entire process is if you want to send something into NGC, they will not take any crossover from any company except PCGS. A crossover is when you take the coin in the holder and you submit it to another grading company and ask them to go ahead and grade it. And if they think it'll grade the same or higher, they will cross it over. The reason I don't do that much is I've always felt like you kind of are showing your hand. This coin, before we get away from it, in 64 full head is like 335, 65 full head is like 485. Do you think it's a full head, and do you think it could go 65? Or just try to get 64 full head money for it in the ICG holder? There's several options for each of these coins as to what you think you would like to do with them if they were your coins. Of course, since it's not your money and you're just playing along at home, you can probably be pretty indiscriminate about how to do this. This next coin is an 1886 Morgan dollar. I actually really like this coin. 86 is a very rare date in higher grades. My goal on this coin actually would just to get it in another MS60 holder. It has full luster, but is very scuffy. And this is this exact same type of coin that I've often had graded by NGC as an MS60. This is a coin that, yeah, I would really need to get the same grade on to be able to come out okay on the coin. All of these coins I paid less than typical market because they were ICG coins, but at the same time, you know, I do need them to come back a good enough grade, or I need to try to sell them as is, possibly at a slight discount. Next up, one of the trickiest coins to grade, $5 Indian, and I liked the coin. I thought it was super lustrous for an Indian, and that's how they grade. The highest point on these coins are the fields, which is the opposite of a normal coin because the design is incuse or sunk into the coin instead of being raised. So these ones are extremely hard not only to grade, but they're very hard to get a really good feel for what the grade, how the coin looks on video. I found these to be the hardest ones for me to film accurately for you, partially because the color seems to shift and change on me sometimes. But this is a coin that similar to the other ones. I mean, if you send it in and it gets downgraded, it's a $1,000 coin. A 64 is a $2,000 coin. And, you know, it's a coin that I paid in between those two numbers on. So do you try to sell it as is and just make a little money, or do you try to get it into another holder? So I was telling you earlier, NGC does not do crossover for ICG, but PCGS will, which is one of the weird ironies of the grading world, because PCGS is so stuck up that in a way it's surprising that they're willing to look at coins from ICG or Annex. And NGC is the one who will only look at coins from PCGS. So overall, I like the coin. I like the coin at the grade it's at. I may end up at the end of the day sending some coins over to PCGS for a crossover, and they can languish there for a couple months because right now PCGS is way behind schedule. All right, so this I was excited about. This 10 Liberty, I was really excited for because rarely do I get a specimen that is this nice. And I think most dealers would probably think I'm bonkers for buying a 10 Indian in an ICG holder graded that high of a grade, mint state 65. But I absolutely love the coin. I've had several 10 Indians in MS65 before, and this thing absolutely fits the bill. You've got super clean fields, very lustrous. Your contact marks, you can see a few contact marks, of course, as you will normally see. There's some above the stars. There's some in the open space behind the head. Actually, that little like crescent moon above this one star here in the corner actually looks to be like it was a strike through. In other words, like there was a piece of wire or something. It does not appear to be a contact mark. This I'm using a 20 power loop now instead of a 10. But I would tell you that that looks like it was struck, a wire was, or something else small was down there when the coin got struck. So great look, great eye appeal. Few contact marks. Once again, I need to decide, do I sell it? This is like, what do they play that game? What is it like? Buy, sell, or hold? You know, are these coins, you know, crack, crossover, or sell? Right? You know, I can sell it as is, I can crack it out, or I can cross it over. If you have a strong feeling about any one of these coins, you can comment, all four if you want to. You know, I have not done much in the way of crossovers, and I may consider it, because especially on the two gold pieces, I may consider, before I crack it out and do something else, I can try PCGS for a crossover and see what they think. You know, I bought all three of these coins. I can't count. I bought all four of these coins on their merits alone, and I thought all four of them stood well in the holders that they were in. So you guys tell me what you think. Thanks so much for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on the button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen.